Mind decided to stop working properly, and your condition took you for a ride whenever it wanted to. What if your daughters was taken from you? What if you took somebody's daughter from them? Yo, I didn't know much about my mental health at the time of the crime. I didn't know much about mental illness. I was completely in the dark. You know what I mean? Had I been knowledgeable, I believe things would have went differently. The initial response at the height of psychosis, man, I was in fear of my life, man. I ran out into a wooded area in our apartments, and I just talking stuff I didn't understand. You know what I mean? I'm throwing up signs and symbols with my hands, and I'm repeating stuff over and over again. One of the things that I said was, um, "The sun rises in the east, it sets in the west." Um, Another thing was, two is better than one, and it was like a phantasmagoria, if that makes sense to use that word. I never used that word in a sentence. But yeah, it was like a montage of thoughts, you know what I'm saying? That didn't make sense to me, but I was saying them. And in the throes of me having the episode that I was having, I started experiencing hallucinations and voices, and uh, stuff was coming out of the ground. And then all of a sudden, my then girlfriend appeared out of nowhere and she started manhandling me like she was something beyond human. That's exactly where the fear came into play. I remember my heart was beating out of my chest. It was so cold outside. I had on a tank top. See, you know what I mean? I was wilding out. I didn't have no mind to clothe myself properly. I just had to get up out of that crib. And eventually everything turned into the crime that resulted in the loss of my then girlfriend's life and my unborn child. I've told you this over and over again, and I'm just painting a picture for you so you can understand what it was for me at the height of my psychosis. I was scared, yo. I didn't have a proper warning for what was going on. I didn't have anything representing an explanation. So I panicked and I did the worst. Of course, a lot of people say I was just in fear for my life, and I just did what I knew best, but I don't do those type of things where I fuck up this big, but I did, and now I can't fix it. Yo, I can't begin to tell you, like, the amount of remorse that I have for my response being what it was to my episode. I wish I had a do-over with that shit. But we know that's not how this life works. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to her. She was very young. She was 24 years old, man. She was getting ready to turn 25. Like 6 days from that point. I can't believe I did this to her. I can't believe that this is the manifestation of negligence and just being, you know what I mean, like unaware. I'm sorry to her family. You know what I'm saying? Me and some of her family members was close, and I know they hate my guts. I mean, I would. I'm just so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt her. I loved her. She was so down for me, it was pitiful, man. And we was actually in a good spot in our relationship, you know what I mean, between me and her. You know what I mean? We had our issues with stress that was on us with the baby that was getting ready to be born. She had her uh, qualms about. Gotta cut it short. Alright. That was my roommate, man. This is a very raw situation. But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to all her family members. I'm sorry to y'all. I didn't mean to do that. She deserved way more life than that. You know what I'm saying? My unborn child deserved to experience life on this earth. And I took that away from them. And I can't help but feel responsible. Although I didn't know about my condition, me having an imbalance in my mind. Although I didn't know about that, man. I just wish my response would have been different back then. I don't know what to say, except for I'm sorry. There's no making it right. And I'm sorry. Now that we're post my one and only episode, I learned a great deal about my condition. I can identify with the precursors, the triggers, all the things that I was doing to invest in having an episode. And now that I have an explanation as to why it all took place, like the losing of my mind, the loss of life. Now that I have the explanation that I have, I found a small amount of peace. You know what I mean? I've been able to forgive myself just a little bit, but like that total peace, I will always be at war with what happened. I will always feel responsible and terrible about what happened. I will always be upset with myself for the shit because I'm just a different breed of character. Where I just wish that I did something different. A lot of people say that that's completely normal. You know what I mean? That self guilt type. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I don't know how to articulate what's necessary. Um, Moving forward though, man, I'm trying to make the most out of this life, the remaining of this life. And that sounds so unfresh. See, down if I do, down if I don't. I don't know what to do no more. And no matter how much I've learned about myself, I'm still going to always be affected by this shit. This is a big, big, big mistake. Huge. The biggest. And it's no rectifying this. And I know I can't sit and harp on that forever. So that's why I try to choose to see some silver lining, see some purpose in this all, and educate my children. My children have my blood, you know what I mean? They have my DNA. I'm linked to mental illness. Guess what? They are too. So I educate them as much as I can. Like I told y'all before, my oldest, congratulations, baby. You're for being a awesome person. She's wanting to be a forensic psychologist. Want to know more about, you know what I mean? This thing we call mental health and mental illness, I mean. And that's all I can do is, that's all I can do now is, like, like try to share what I've learned, try to share my experiences with the masses, with everyone, for the sake of, you know what I mean? That just being, that being inspiration for people to learn more, to possibly divert and can completely eliminate the loss of future life or a potential life being lost to the potentiality of one losing their mind. So I need to start educating y'all, right? That's what we gonna be on the next moves is gonna be like, I mean, we gonna have group together. We gonna have like group. It's a group. We gonna have group together. I'm gonna share with y'all what I've learned. I can't say sorry enough, and I can't tell y'all how much I'm sorry. I know it's the same thing. I'm just wanting the world, her family, my friends, people that respect me, people that believe in me. I just want y'all all to know that I'm sorry. All right.